Everyone, it is me, Kaiju Cooper, and today we are going to be reviewing Transformers Kingdom Beast Wars Tigatron, and here he is. And before we get into the video, I want to say I don't have the box for this guy anymore. I got it at Ross, but the box was like really messed up and damaged. So yeah, but because I got it at Ross, I was able to save some money on it, so that's pretty sweet. And yeah, here he is in his robot mode. And I gotta say, this is a really, really good figure. He's way better than the Cheetor figure that was released. I also have that guy. I don't think I'll be doing a review on him though. And he looks really nice. Although I will say his shoulders are put back really weirdly on his body. Would have been better if they put it a little more up here, but still pretty good. Lots of nice painting and detailing here, although I actually am kind of worried with how much paint they put on this guy, that it could chip over time. Like you have the accents to complement the white here. It's like this dirtier brown color. It doesn't really show up that well on camera. It's more of a beige actually, but you do get this really nice metallic green here on the shins, and same with the face. Looks very, very nice on the face. Not only that, you get this like fluorescent shiny white which sparkles, and it looks really, really nice. I do like it. The other green plastic here does look pretty good as well. I do like it. And you get some more of that shiny white on the forearms there. Not sure how well any of this shows up on camera, but in person I will say this is a great looking figure. You get some more on the thighs there. And I think mine actually started to yellow a little bit on the hips here. Pretty hard to see on camera, but yeah. And like I said, this is a very nice figure. Lots of good articulation. And we're going to go over the articulation right now. So there is a bit of a downgrade with this. Also, sorry if you're hearing the background noise. There's a bit of a downgrade with this figure compared to Cheetor, is that he only has a swivel at the head, so we can't look up or down. You can't tilt his head at all. You can kind of fake one, but that's just because the swivel is a little bit loose. So yeah, only a swivel there. You can use that to look down, I guess, and that to look up. Don't think that counts, but yeah, you get a swivel at the midsection here, very, very tight, and I don't trust it. The arms can move in about this much, and when they move back out, they do take this panel with them, which is pretty annoying. But yeah, you get some in and out there. You get a swivel, and it can move out. You can also move these back plates back about that far, so you can get some clearance there. That, and with how you're able to move it forward is, pretty good. So you get a swivel at the bicep here, and it can move out about that far. You get a double jointed elbow and a really nice wrist swivel. So there's that. Not only that, but at the hips, he can kick about that far. His knees are kind of uncanny. Flip out his booty flap, it can go back that far. You get a swivel at the thigh there, and a bend at the knee. Pretty good bend, although can also bend forward. I don't know why you'd want to do that. That's more for the transformation anyway. And at the ankle, you get a really, really good tilt. I mean, it goes past. Wow. Yeah, no, that's pretty good right there. So that is Tigatron. And I guess if you want to, you can use the ball joints here, but that's for beast mode. Also, an option is that you can have the beast mouth open. Well, in his robot mode, I prefer to have it closed. Just looks better in my opinion. So there's that. Now, as for accessories, you get his tail whip. Cheetor also had one. So yeah, his tail whip can peg on there, and it looks pretty meh. Kind of just has to hold it. I guess you can hold it like that, but that just looks even weirder. That's kind of what they have him doing on the box art, but yeah. So there's his tail whip, and the better accessory that Cheetor definitely should have had. He has a gut blaster, which Cheetor didn't have for some reason, which is pretty stupid. Cheetor really should have had a gut blaster. So that simply pegs into his hand there, and yeah, that looks really, really good. As you can see, the tip is a bit of a different color compared to the rest of the gun, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Also, the barrel can actually untab. I don't know if you guys can hear that beeping in the background, but it is really annoying. Alright, but yeah, he can take this off, and it looks kind of phallic. Yeah, so if you want, you can hold it separate. I dropped it. Hold on. You can hold it separately. So that's an option you have there. It looks really, really weird. Don't know who would display it like this, but it looks horrible. It looks really bad. And I mean, I guess it is just a useless extra feature, so not that big of a deal. Come on. Oh, that's what this is for. That's why it looks so fat. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna get demonetized now. No, you can plug it into there if you want. Oh, that looks weird. That looks horrible. Yeah, just keep the gun barrel as an actual barrel. So there's that. You got some nice pink there for the guts. And yeah, that's that. So we're just gonna go ahead and transform this guy. Now, first thing you want to do is you kind of want to bring that up, and oh boy, does that look weird. It's taller than the camera, but you want to flip the beast face down, put his head in there, close it back up, then you want to lift it all the way up to there. Next thing you want to do is you want to move these arms out of the way, and this is my least favorite part. You gotta force these little panels past the big parts back there, and they go out like that. I hate that. Oh yeah, forgot to mention this crotch flap goes out. Don't know why you'd need to do that. Doesn't inhibit articulation, so pretty useless. Anyway, then you want to take the arms, fold them in, and use those double jointed elbows to position them like that. Make sure the wrists are facing inward, or else that will screw up how everything fits together. I'm going to tab those two in the middle, and then take each of these sides, plug them in, fold these panels into each side, and you get a really, really nice shape right there. Fits together really nicely. Plug the head in and flip out his little arms. Then you want to come to the back and sort of flip these heels in and push them into the back. You're going to hear a clicking sound, and that comes out. Do it on each side. It is a bit hollowy there, which I don't like, but there you go. You get some nice more paint there, which will probably chip over time because it goes in and out. Then you want to fold that all the way in. Make sure this is straightened out. Both sides, you want to do that. And sort of flatten it out. And then you want to take his tail whip, which is obviously his tail. You want to plug that into there. Just his legs, however you think is fit, and there you have his tire mode. Looks really, really nice, fits together nicely. Definitely one of the more solid beast modes because, I mean, this whole front half looks pretty much perfect. There are some compromises at the back, like his little crotch flap, which, you know, I'm sure if they had more of a budget for this, they easily could have had that flip around, but, you know, it's not that big of a deal. You come to the back, you do get those feet sticking out in that metallic-y paint there, which looks kind of weird, but not too bad. And there is a lot of really, really nice paint here. All the stripes are done very nicely, but not only that, this nice beige-ish yellow paint actually looks really well, works really well. Another problem I'd say is this little green part right here. They easily could have just done that in white plastic. Wouldn't have changed anything too much. But yeah, that's not that big of a deal either. And yeah, the beast mode's painted very well. I really like it. So as for articulation here, you can't get any articulation at the head because of how the transformation works. Would have appreciated a swivel, but they had to do that. So you do get an opening and closing mouth there. Opens about that much, and ooh, that looks weird. And obviously you can flip this down and flip Tigatron's head out if you're insane, which I very much am. Let's see what that looks like. Oh boy, that is cursed. I hate that. Oh god, please go back. I just realized you guys can see Starscream over there. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, also I hope you guys like the new review table. I know there's some little bits of clay in the things here. I'll try and clean that up a little bit more later, but we're doing a review right now. So yeah, you just pretty much get an opening and closing jaw you get a ball joint at the arm, which lets it move out that much. Actually, yeah, it moves out about that much. You get a hinge at the elbow there. Goes down about that much. You get that, which is really weird. You get a ball joint there and a hinge for the transformation, but that does work in its favor, I guess. If you really want to just break the cat's wrists, what's wrong with you? You don't get a waist swivel anymore because the arms lock it into place. Then again, why would you need one? The legs, you get a hinge here and a swivel. So there's that, and you also get some little ankle joints here that let you pose those. And I guess you technically get a swivel there, but doesn't work too well. And as for weapon storage, it's pretty bad. You kind of just come to the underside here and just plug that into there, and yeah, that looks horrible. You know, they had to make some sacrifices. I guess if you wanted, you could do this. I don't know, man. You do you. You know what? I'm just gonna try and not like have him with his gun. But this guy does complete the Season 1 cast of Maximals. I've been trying to get them all, so I'm really glad I got this guy. So, that is, you know, Tigatron. Oh, I forgot to do size comparisons. I guess it's a little late for that. We'll do size comparisons in Beast Mode. Godzilla. Let's see. Mechagodzilla Funko Pop. I don't really have many things around me to do size comparisons with. Oh god. Well, that's enough size comparisons anyway. You know, I wasn't planning on doing too many of those. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Can he hold the gun? I don't think he can hold. I'm gonna try. You better believe I'm gonna try my best. Come on, stand so I can have you hold the gun, you beautiful, beautiful cat. I'm gonna do it. You can't stop me from making you hold the gun. All right, that's his. He can't hold the gun, sadly. Could probably like silly putty it into his hands, but as of now, well, I mean, yes, you could. Does it fit into the? Oh, he fell apart. Oh no! Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a really good figure. Recommend it if you can find it. I think he's still on Amazon for a pretty reasonable price. You know, in terms of Transformers prices, Godzilla figures are way cheaper. I should just stick to those. Like, this guy was only $15. What is this guy? $20? You kidding me? Are you? Look, and this guy roars. You know what? Don't buy Transformers figures. Buy Godzilla figures. They're cheaper, more affordable, and he's a giant lizard. So if you say no, you're a virgin. Ah!